and we can't wait for another month to get this over with because we got episode 7 coming up, the music special. So everyone, I'll be performing on stage. I might be lip syncing or I might sing it out loud. So I hope you enjoy my performance because this is something I've been waiting to do all this whole entire show series. The 5 questions with Vince Kissinger series. So I hope all of you enjoy. So let's get on with the show. Let's get with question number 1. True or false? If we follow Jesus Christ our Lord, can we be saved? Brittany from Jacksonville, Florida. Well, to be very truthful, this has happened to me. Because when I was in high school, it started all the way from junior high, my final year in junior high. I started making up lies, and I did a lot of bad things in school. So I was not a very good kid. So during high school, I changed because I was well known as the teacher's pet. And I was the well-behaved student. I was the quiet one. I hardly talk at all. And something has been changing. But until I graduated from high school, and a best friend of mine in 2009, she came up to me and she marched me back to church. Because it's been years and years since I've been to church. So when the first time I went there, I asked for forgiveness. And until December 2009, I heard Jesus' voice say, "If you believe in me, come." So I went up to my pastor and I asked him, following Jesus Christ has changed my life. I want to be baptized with his love. So I was baptized in January 2010 and it changed my life. So the answer is true. If you follow Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you will be saved. So let's move on with question number 2. Vince, since you are a kid or an adult, did you have any injuries or accidents? Jacob from Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, the truth was, and I'll be very straight up, I had a lot of accidents in my history. So since I was a little boy, I don't know if I was 5, 6, or a little bit younger, I was abused when I was a kid. And I didn't want to believe it. I didn't know it was my mom or dad. I couldn't tell. So the truth was I was abused. But a lot of my family has told me that my mother kicked me. That I was kicked from the back. And I hope that you understand what I'm saying. It is your backside. I was kicked. So I had to suffer that for the rest of my life because it's going to be always open. I had to suffer that for the rest of my life. So you can laugh all you want, but it's the truth. And these guys know. Because if they say that you laugh at me, that's a sin. You can burn in hell if you laugh. Because I had to suffer that for the rest of my life. It was not my fault. It was my mother's fault. And she told me it was a terrible accident because I think she was around her 20s. Because she had me when she was 18. So, that's the truth there. So, let's get on out of that. So, when I was a teenager, I suffered in a bicycle accident. I was riding through rocks, I lost control of my bike, and I landed on my left arm and broke. It was slightly broke. So, when you have a broken bone, you can't even move, it sucks. I didn't even like it. So, having a broken bone is not really good. And I had a big scar in the side of my head. Well, actually a cut. I was cut open in the side of the head when I wrecked. And the other injuries I suffered is my right knee. I was playing with a group of kids, and I jumped way up in the air, and my foot just landed like this. As the way my hand is. Imagine that as my foot. And my knee cracked. My knee cracked and I couldn't get up for 2 minutes. So I had to suffer that for the rest of my life with a very bad knee. In accidents, I was in one accident, and it was a bicycle car accident. And this woman, she was talking on a cell phone while she was driving through the alley. I was riding my bike. I saw her. I had very bad brakes. She didn't stop. She hit me. So when I hit the ground, I twisted my right wrist. I twisted it. Alright, my accidentally bended. So I had to suffer that for the rest of my life with a twisted right wrist. When I write, or work, or even anything like that, my hand starts hurting for a while at a time. So for example, if I've been writing for 2 hours, my wrist will start hurting. So that's the injuries and accidents I went through in the past. So I hope that answers your question. Let's move on with number 3. Vince, I'm a freshman in high school and have a problem of finding myself a date. It will be my first date. Okay. How can I get a guy to go out with me, Robin from Minnesota? Well, here's 2 examples. 1, you can walk up to the guy, introduce yourself, talk to him for a little bit, get to know him, and while you guys get to know each other a lot as friends, tell about a couple of things, what you like about him, and you ask him out yourself. Or 2, you could do the ridiculous thing, and the trickiest part, like I went through with my last girlfriend, is playing hard to get. And there's 1 example I can give you. If a guy walks up to you and asks you, do you want to go out? The first time, you say no. Then the second time, if he comes up to you and asks you again, say, I don't know. And probably the third time, if he comes up to you and begs and begs and begs for you to go out with him, then say yes. That's what I went through with my last girlfriend, and it was kind of fun and probably ridiculous, and it was funny. And so when we started dating and I found out why she was playing tricky with me, I laughed. Because she was having a little fun with me. So we've been friends for so many years, ever since high school, and then we got together, and I begged and begged to ask her out because I liked her before. When I was dating with other girls, I liked her since, and never told her. So we hooked up and we fell in love. So those are the 2 things that you can do to get a guy to go out with, that you can go out with a guy. See about asking yourself, or play hard to get and let him ask you. So let's move on with number 4. If I can be any celebrity, if you can be any celebrity in the world, what would it be and why? Danielle from Oakland, California. Well, there's 3 celebrities I would be. I would be Leonardo DiCaprio. And why? Because he's a very romantic guy. He's great in action. And in the movie I like the most is Titanic. Titanic in 1998. The one he was in. With Kate Walton, I think it is. And Dan. He did an awesome job. And that's what made him famous. And the other actor, that would be John Cena. And you probably heard me say John Cena a lot of times during my episodes. All my episodes. But you can tell I'm a very big fan of John Cena. He's great in action. And you probably have seen the movies The Marine and 12 Rounds. But don't forget, he has a brand new movie coming out in September 10th of this year, 2010. September 10th, Legendary. John Cena stars in Legendary. Don't forget, it'll be in theaters. So watch it, live it, and enjoy it. I will. So I can't wait to see that movie. And the third one I would be is Robert Englund. He's the best Freddy Krueger all time. I don't think anyone can beat him as the voice of Freddy Krueger. I got the voice of Freddy Krueger, but I don't have it because I got a very sore throat. Well, I do have my voice back, but not all of it, though. Because it means I'm still sick. I've been sick for 2 months with a very bad cough and voice loss. And it sucks. I don't like being sick. And I'm trying to be very additive because I'm almost done with the bad cough and everything. So the guys forced me, well, didn't enforce me, but they begged to do this show today. So those are the 3 actors I would be. Those are the 3 celebrities I would be, is Leonardo DiCaprio, John Cena, and Robert England. So let's move on, and let's go for closing it out, number 5. Vince, I'm a 21-year-old man that still plays with toys. Do you think that's childish? If I was him playing with toys in age 21, I would say no. I don't think it's childish at all. It's great being young. If I was a 60-year-old and still playing with toys with my grandkids and all that, I would still feel like I'm 40 or 30 or 20s. And all of you can laugh all you want, but I'm going to keep myself young as possible. And I'll give you examples what I do when I'm not acting like my age. So, his second question is, do you still act not like your age? And there's a lot of things that I do. I play football and fall on the ground on purpose like a kid. I love doing that. That's entertainment. And other things I like to do, I like to wrestle myself. I like wrestling myself. That's entertainment. And play with toys. Keep yourself agitated. Keep yourself young. And I haven't been playing with wrestling toys, action figures and stuff like that for a while. So I probably might get myself back into it. I don't know. But I got my entertainment, and I got my music coming up. Well, I already got my entertainment, but I got music coming up soon. So I'm starting my music career on MTN Network Productions. That's the business I built also. So my music is going to be coming in reverbnation.com. So find it on the internet. It's reverbnation.com. So check it out. I'm going to be having some music downloaded and everything. So those are some examples that I do being young and not acting like my age. So I would say no, it is not childish. That's keeping yourself young and very agitated. And that's entertainment. So I think that's the end of the show. So I'm going to say so long. Don't forget, 5 Questions with Vince Kizzer, episode 7, coming up soon. Music special. I'll be performing on stage. I will be lip syncing or singing out loud whenever I get better. So everyone, pray for me to get better soon. So I'm ready to say goodbye. I'm out.